Hello and welcome. So I'm at Caravan Salon Dusseldorf and I'm going to show you this new Knaus Fiat Ducato camper van. And if you've seen any of my videos in the past, you'll know what a great fan I am of Knaus. This thing here is the Boxlife 600 ME and it costs 80,000 euros. There you go. I bet you think there's something wrong with your eyesight there. How can a camper van and a Fiat Ducato cost 80,000 euros? Well, there's possibly something inside it, like it's got the engines being gold plated or something like that. We'll come to the back and we'll have a look. Right, so here's the bed. Notice they're putting toppers on here. I think this is actually included in the price now, so that would make it possibly more comfortable. Underneath there are two mattresses. Now it does make it a little bit more difficult for me to film, but it'll be more comfortable for the end user. We've got this storage all the way around. We've got the back. You can see there are lights. This is obviously a lengthwise bed, but you could sleep in it widthwise if you fit. I also note that, and this is, you see this in lots of vehicles these days, it's longer here than it is on the other side, which allows for a larger washroom. And this is the washroom in here. I do appreciate that bumpy floor. It's not as bumpy as it looks. I'm even going to demonstrate if I can. I don't think this is going to work with this demonstrate. It's a bit bumpy only. It looks as though it's very bumpy, and the reason it looks very bumpy is because of the camera angle that's coming out at. Here we've got a wall that will move backwards and forwards like that, and there's a small window in the door as well. The problem with this wall moving backwards and forwards is the shower is over there and you can't use the toilet as a seat as well. So it's a single-use toilet. You only use it as a toilet. If you can actually sit on it once you're washing yourself, for people who are a bit larger, I think that might be useful. You've got a funny-looking sink over here, which this comes out. Well, this is supposed to come. Well, anyway, I'll leave that. Might be broken. It is a Knaus after all. We've got a window in the door there, and we've got some shampoo up there, a place for shampoos and things like that. Sensible sliding door here. And as I come towards the back, the front, sorry, there's the table. It's one of these things. It's called an easy entry table. It's called that, as Stephen was kind enough to point out, because it doesn't have a leg down here. Stephen was pointing this out in the comment section. And the problem with this is, though, and as you can see, it's very clearly written on this sign, please don't put your weight on it, otherwise it's going to break. It doesn't quite say that. I mean, I'm just interpreting what it actually means. Obviously, you don't want to really put your weight on it because you can see it's held on there only. So, and as people do tend to do this when they get up from the table, you haven't seen them do it, everybody does it just about, they put their weight on the table. So if you get somebody who's particularly weighty, puts the weight on that and bang, your table's gone. Just make the point there. Seats which can be separated a bit, as you can see here, and that's only the beginnings. Actually, it comes out a bit more than that, so if you don't want to sit next to the person there. Note also that the seat on this side is wider. That is also probably a useful feature, I think. I haven't really thought about it. Storage up here, wasted space here, and above there is, as you can see, there's a skylight there. There's a possibility of having skylight there, but even without it in the indirect lighting, I think that looks quite good. Also, the fact that there's not storage above the passenger and the driver seats means to say that the access is quite easy, and I do appreciate easy access. The kitchen comes with two burners and a sink, we've got here a sort of wardrobe. There's also a sort of door under the bed there as well. Here's the light switch. Actually, in some ways it's convenient because all the lights are in one place. It is convenient for me. That's when I remember that it's there. And below, drawers below. I'll open my drawer. So unfortunately, they don't seem to realise that things fall out when the vehicle is in motion. So I think the sides ought to be completely covered, and that would add grams, if that, to the weight. Now I do appreciate you got to save weight. I didn't give you the payload of this thing, but I'd imagine that it can take 450, maybe even more kilos of payload inside, maybe 500 even. This fridge, I get the impression it has been broken. This is in the wrong position. There's something wrong behind. Shall I try opening it? Oh, it's okay. That works anyway. And so it's a clever fridge that would open in both directions, but I don't want to push my luck as it's already opened in one way. Now here we have a kitchen extension, and below that there's somewhere to hang whatever might hang down there. Hang your tea towels or something. Right, have I shown this all right? Is that okay? All right, I'll go up the back now and have a look at that. So as I was in there talking in the toilet, somebody opened the door and gave me a nasty scowl, and I just ignored him, of course. So I thought I might be getting kicked out, but that didn't happen. I've always thought it's only a matter of time before they don't allow me to come in here. There you've got a lot of space under there. The dividers at the front can be taken out. That's the same in all camper vans, no matter what. What's in here, that's your gas cylinder. Now that gas will only be used for cooking, and that's a small one, but it's got diesel heating. I think it's Webasto. Sorry, I can't remember, but I think it's Webasto. This thing here will come up. I'm not going to do it now because it's too difficult, and that would create even more space in the back if necessary. These things also come out. This is the same though in all, or nearly all camper vans. So it's a bit like a kit. So you put these things up, these things come out, and there's lots of space in the back. And you've got these things here to actually hold it up should you want. A nice little feature actually up here is that whilst you're in bed you can turn the lights out. So I'll do that right now. And what have I done? I've just turned them on more. How come that hasn't gone off? Alright, a theoretical nice thing is you can turn the lights off from up here. See? And that goes on quite easily by touch. Now how do you get it to go off? Who knows? Oh, there you go. It worked. It's probably me it doesn't work actually. I'm not blaming Knaus Boxlife for that. Is the door insulated? Oh, of course it isn't. There you go. Right, so how can you justify a price of 80,000? You can't really actually. This is, in my opinion, this vehicle is, you can find, it's okay, it's nice if you like the insides, but I mean, I think there's better stuff on the market for that type of money, which doesn't come with the baggage that Knaus Boxlife comes with. Now, have to sort of address the point. Now, I have been telling people since 2019 not to buy products from Knaus Boxlife. Now, there was a press conference here only last week, and they're the owner 8 days ago, and the big boss addressed this issue very, very clearly. And so the fact of the matter is they're trying to do something. He referred to the previous management as thieves, language I never used. I might have hinted at it, but I didn't say it directly. And and they also said they're turning over a new leaf. They want to restore confidence. When I was here last year, I did a video on the collapse of the share price of the company. and I did have somebody, the person in charge of relations, shareholder relations. I wanted to do a video with me, and I said, look, I'll do it, but live video, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna, it won't be some softball interview. I will really start bringing up stuff which I it's up to you. I mean, if you want to do it, I'll do it, but it won't be like the stuff I normally do on this channel, sort of gentle and meek and mild. And anyway, so he said, okay, right, he accepts it, and then like that. But I said I wouldn't give my questions in advance or anything like that. He's gonna, if he wants to do a live, he's getting a live, and so anyway, that didn't happen. Actually, he may no longer work with the company. I don't know. And I'm not suggesting he in any way is being involved in anything which was not correct, let's say. Anyway, I used to finish my videos saying don't buy Knaus Tabbert. I think the company has turned over a new leaf. I accept the fact that the share price has fallen from 72, it's now about 17, something like that. But it has gone up from 12, which it was not all that long ago. I just say be careful. That's my only thing I would say for the moment. I have spoken to I sort of ambushed actually the managing director and said, how can I could tell as a sole person working in doing YouTube videos in Poland and nobody else could see it. His answer was, well, there's lots of companies in the automotive sector which have problems. Right, okay. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of history behind it. And so I'm no longer, I've switched from saying don't buy Knaus Tabbert to just be careful. Okay, thanks for watching. All the best. Bye for now.